Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are in the middle of nowhere, Tioga County, on the way back from the casino, Tioga Downs. And there's cornfields out of view just all around me. I'm sure you'll see them in the drone footage. And a short little macro behind us that has T-Mobile with no midband and Verizon with midband that does not appear to be online yet. I was picking up low-band 5G at Tioga Downs, so we'll see if we get it here. Maybe we will. But anyway, give the video a thumbs up, hit subscribe down below, and we're going to test out this short little macro. AT&T, by the way, is on a hilltop a little further away than T-Mobile and Verizon, maybe another mile. So it'll be interesting to see what the performance is like on all three providers here in the middle of nowhere, Tioga County. Let's get started. Now, I like to keep it friendly on this channel, but for all the dual SIM haters, what I'm going to do first, since I have a third phone with me today that's not running out of storage, is run it on the iPhone first, and then we'll go over to the iPad and see if the performance is any different. We're connected to the Pentel data server, and it looks like we are getting midband out of Verizon, so this site is on. It might just be a little too far away from the casino, might be the reason that we were not picking up the midband outside of Tioga Downs. Tioga Downs itself needs an in-building system from at least one of the providers, because all three providers are very sketchy inside the building. There's a lot of spots where you're lucky to have service. So let's go over here. We're going to clear out this old result that is not from today. And we're going to find the Pentel data server. There it is. Now, this isn't really a fair comparison because the iPad has much bigger antennas, which probably have much better gain out of them. It is on a plan where it gets 30 gigs of priority data. I don't believe I've used all the priority data for the month. So comparing that to the iPhone running on dual SIM, we had 132 down, 390 on the iPhone. The iPhone ping was at 39. The iPad ping was at 52 milliseconds. And we'll run one more test, again, just to hopefully put some ease in the mind of the people who hate dual SIM. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm not trying to start a war with anybody. Let's go over here, go to the Coverage Map app, and we'll do the same thing over here, if I can remember where I put it. Hold on one second. All right, so Coverage Map app. All right, so we got it pulled up on both. Let me put them on the same server, Washington, D.C. We'll run it on the iPhone first. So 50 millisecond ping. And it looks like we're going to get very similar performance to Ookla, 264 on the down. Ookla did go over 300 if I remember correctly. So we got 72 on the up, 264 on the down, 50 millisecond ping. Let's go over to the iPhone, which is not running dual SIM. And again, I would expect the iPhone to perform very similarly. All right, so here you go over here, 288 on the down versus 264. So that's what, almost 20 megabits per second faster on the iPad not running dual SIM. I'm not saying there's never a performance hit from dual SIM, but I think a lot of people overblow the difference that it makes. So 67.8 on the upload, 72.4. And you know what? Let's do one more server. We'll go over here. We'll do Chicago, Illinois. We'll send it halfway across the country, basically. And we'll start on the iPhone. 60 millisecond ping this time. We got 254 on the down over there, and a little over 70 on the upload. or a little less. These tests always make a liar out of me. And now we're over to the iPad. 60 millisecond ping on the iPad, so exactly the same as the iPhone. And again, I'm pretty sure I still have priority data over here. So 270 on the iPad. And again, the iPad's advantage is it has what I would assume is a much larger antenna than the iPhone. So it can get that signal a little easier, a little bit better on the upload at 72. So there you go. 50, 60, 70. There's about a 20 megabit per second speed hit running dual SIM versus not. Again, not exactly a fair comparison, but I just wanted to do a quick experiment here to help the people who don't like dual SIM, or help myself. I don't know. Either way, let me switch over to T-Mobile. We'll be right back. Today's video is brought to you by Circled In. CircledIn.com makes it super easy to get the benefits and savings that come along with a postpaid or prepaid wireless account without having to set one up yourself. Let's take just a second to see how easy it is to use CircledIn.com and save a ton of money on your wireless. Starting out on the CircledIn.com homepage, I would start by clicking All Circles. Once the page loads, you can sort by postpaid or prepaid providers like Verizon, T-Mobile, Google Fi, Simple Mobile, and Metro. If you see a plan that piques your interest or you feel fits you best, you can click Join Circle, read through more details about the plan, and if you decide to go for it, you can click Reserve. Circled In also now supports streaming services like Netflix, Disney, Hulu, HBO Max, and more. CircledIn.com, check them out today. Thank you again for supporting the channel. All right, so we're back. We're connected to ultra wideband on T-Mobile, and I just wanted to show you guys real quick the new field test mode. I bit the bullet, downloaded the iOS 18 beta today against my better judgment, but we'll see. So T-Mobile N25, we've got, where's the bandwidth? 20 megahertz, band 2, 5 megahertz. And for a little while, we were showing the N41, but it looks like it's dropped out, even though the indicator is still showing it. And we got band 66 at 10 megahertz. So this is the new field test mode. And on Verizon, because it's not active right now, we're showing band 2 at 20 megahertz. So new field test mode on the iPhone gets a big old thumbs up from me. It looks much cleaner, much easier to understand. Let me go to the Speedtest app, and we'll start out with our first test here for T-Mobile. 79 millisecond ping, 78. And looks like, yeah, we're probably picking up ultra capacity from the same tower that AT&T is on across the valley. 409 on the down. Loaded ping times in the 600s. Jitters at 121. It's really high. I wonder what the story is with that. While the upload's going, because that's not very exciting, let's go back into field test mode and see if it put N41 back. I believe N25 does count as ultra capacity on T-Mobile, so that might be where that UC indicator is coming from. So there we go. 409 on the down, 829 on the up, and not great ping times. One more test for T-Mobile. We'll go over to the coverage map test. And we will go back and let it pick the server. Actually, I'm probably going to have to manually put that in. Coverage map test. Here we go. 41 millisecond ping. Doing much better than Ookla on this test for some reason. Almost 700 on the down. And the upload's going to be kind of weak, but that's not surprising, given that the cell tower is across the valley. And there we go for T-Mobile. One more test left. We'll do AT&T next. All right, we're back to 8, and we got AT&T ready to go. AT&T across the valley about a mile, maybe a little more, maybe a little bit more. 96 millisecond ping, very high, not surprising from T-Mobile. Also, no T-Mobile mid-band out here to speak of. No N77 for them. Ping times in the 700 to 800 range, jitter at 7. 220 is actually, that's not terrible. That's great service. I wouldn't complain about that. You can pretty much do whatever you want at those speeds. And the upload is pretty good too, 26.5. So I would put AT&T in the very usable but not super duper impressive category. One more test to go. Let's switch to the coverage map test. We'll clear out these last results and we'll hit go. 92 millisecond ping, right in line with Ookla. And the download is not quite as fast as Ookla. 165 on the down. Used about 140 megabits of data there. Megabytes of data there. Megabytes. 23.5 on the upload. So there's AT&T versus everybody else. Here in the middle of nowhere, Nichols, New York, just shy of Tioga Downs. Be sure to give the video a thumbs up. That really helps. And hit subscribe down below. We'll see you guys in the next video.